Okay, here we go. All right. So today's lesson just kind of continues on from yesterday. Starting today, in your worksheet, you're going to get a worksheet again. You're going to get this kind of problem. Were they already graphed it for you? This is a piecewise graph, correct? Piece of a line, right? Okay, your job is to do what? Yeah, you have to write the equation. Right here. Okay, write equations for piecewise functions. The picture's given to you, you have to come up with the functions. Now, when you do this, it's always going to be f of x equals my two equations. How many lines do you see? So you should have two what? Well, no. 1 f of x equals how many equations? Two. You guys, you need two equations to fit that picture. Now, you know where I would start? I start with my domain. What x's go with which function? Can we call this function the top function?
Yeah.
Yeah, just give it a name. That's the top one. This is the what?
Bottom.
This is bottom. Okay? Okay. So if that's top, that's bottom. Give me the domain that works with the top. What x values actually go with the top? You see what? Hey guys, for what? Greater than -1. So you're saying basically all these x's here, all go with the top function. Would you guys agree?
Yeah.
Okay. So we'd say anything greater than -1. Would we say equal?
No.
No, because if you go up, and hit it, you see a what?
White circle.
Open circle. Means no equal sign. Okay. We're done. Now do the domain for the bottom function. That would be all x values from where? Yeah, all these x's less than -1. How about equal? Because that's a solid dot, equals right. Okay. Good?
Sure.
All right. Now, go write the equation for the top function. Well, the top function is just a line. When you write equations for lines, there are two things you need. One of them is, what do you need when it comes to writing equations for lines? Slope. Okay, so you need M. Then, after you have slope, you want something else.
Intercept.
You'd love the y-intercept. That'd be great. Are your eyes good enough to pick it out? 3.5? You think it's 3.5?
That's what I guess.
Okay, that's what you're guessing. But could it be 3.4?
Isn't it 4?
No.
Could it be 3.5, 3.6, 3.7? You know what I'm saying? Here's the deal. Are your eyes really good enough to pick out 3.5?
No.
Okay, maybe they are though. Maybe Adrian's right. Maybe it is 3.5. But here's the deal. If you can't pick it out, you cannot figure it out, then you got to go with what we did 2 weeks ago. Pick out the slope of the line and find a what?
Point.
Find a point on the line. Because then you can put it in what form?
White slope.
Point slope form. Okay, let's pick out the slope. Ready? Start here. Down 1 over 2. Down 1 over 2. Down 1 over 2. What's the slope? -0.5. Down 1 is -1. Right 2 is +2. So it's -1/2. Now pick me, or you, pick yourself a point on the line. You can pick any point. This one, this one, this one. Pick a point. What?
Middle one.
Okay, but what is it?
3, 2.
3, 2. Okay, 3, 2. Got it. Okay, now I'm ready. I'm ready to write the equation to that line, that piece. Well, how do I do it again? I have to put it in what form?
White slope.
Point slope. And if you don't remember point slope, you might want to copy it down. Does that ring a bell? Okay, put some numbers in. Once you do it, solve it for y, put it in slope intercept form, and then we'll stick the function right here. y minus, which one's y?
2.
2 equals the slope x minus 3. Okay, now solve it. Y minus 2 equals negative 1/2 times x.
Negative 1/2 x.
Negative 1/2 times negative 3.
1/2.
No.
Huh?
Half of 3.
1.5.
Okay. I thought you said 1/2.
Oh, I meant 1 and 1/2. That was my bad.
So 1.5 or 1.5. And then is it negative or positive?
Positive.
Negative times negative.
Oh,
Guys, it's positive, right? Okay. You just have to solve it for y and then you're done. So get rid of the minus 2.
Plus 2.
Plus 2, yep. So I go plus 2 to knock out the minus 2. Plus 2 to the 1.5. So you end up with what function? Negative 1/2 x equals y. What? Plus 3.5. So my question is, when Adrian said 3.5, was he right?
Yeah.
He was right. All his eyes worked perfect. But here's my point. My point is, what if it would have been 3.75? What if it would have been 3.25? It's very difficult to pick that number up. Picking out a 1/2 or a 3.5 is not bad. Picking out 3.25, 3 1/3 is tough. Here's the work when it gets really tough for you. Do this. So what's the function? F of x equals negative 1/2 x plus 3.5. There it is. And that would be the top function, right? The bottom function, we're going to do it much quicker. We're going to actually do it with our eyes. We're going to pick this stuff up. Ready? What is the, hang on one second. Oh, I guess I can go here. Okay, what's the slope of this line? You ready, guys?
Yeah.
Ready? Down 1,
it's 1.
left 1. Down 1,
Negative
left 1.
1.
No, it's just 1.
When I go down 1, left 1, down 1, left 1,
It's going up 1, right 1.
that's what I get.
Oh, okay.
Down 1's
Makes
negative
sense.
1, left 1's negative 1. What is that slope? It's 1. Hey, you guys, you should have known the slope was positive because the line's going which way?
Up.
It's going
Yeah.
up. You saw the arrow pointing down, you thought this was going down. No, it's not. It's actually going up. Okay, so what's it going to be? Slope is what? 1x. Can you pick out the y-intercept even though it never crossed?
Yes. 2.
Up 1 over 1. It's 2, isn't it? Okay, so it's 2. Now that one, hey, when the slope is an integer, 1, 2, 3, it's pretty obvious. It's up 1 over 1. Oh, it hit 2. Now you can do all the work. The work is going to give you exactly what I got. It is. I wanted to show you the work so you know how to do the work in case you get in trouble. If you get in trouble and you can't figure it out, show the work. I'm done. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Everybody fine? Okay. Now you only get to see one of these, and there's like 3 of them on your worksheet today. All right. Next. You know what, guys? I want more room, so I'm gonna give me 1 second here. Okay, here we go.
That's about equivalent to as much space as we have.
Is that it? Is that about you have? This doesn't take long, but I just wanted more room. Okay. This, it says there is a special kind of piecewise function. Listen. There's a special kind of piecewise function. It's known as a step function. Okay, why is it called a step function? Because when you get done, it's going to look like what?
Steps.
Steps. This is what the graph looks like all the time. Step, 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 step. That's what it looks like every time. Okay, now, you guys will know it's a step function. After we finish this, I'm going to ask you, how did you know it's a step function, okay? But for right now, you probably don't know. Okay? All right, here's what it says. Your function f of x is made up of how many functions? 4 functions. The first one is f of x equals what? 1. F of x equals 2, 3, 4. There's really not much to these functions. Where's the x? Does it say 2x plus 1? Does it say 3x minus 3? No. Just says a number, doesn't it? So here's the deal. Your answer, it says your y value, this is y, your y value will be 1 if you plug in what x values?
One, those.
Any number greater than -4 or equal to -4, but what?
Less than
Less than -3. You don't have a big window. From -4 to -3, you always get what answer? 1. So when -4 goes in, you get 1. That's right here. When -3 goes in, you still get 1. When anything between -3 and -4 goes in, you still get
one.
1. So everything in between, you get 1. Now, here's the deal. There is something wrong up there. I did something wrong. What is it? Aaron?
The end of that one has to be open.
Which end?
The right side.
He's okay. He says the right side has to be open. Is he right?
Yes.
Look at the -3. -3 does not really belong in this function. So -3 does not get 1. -3 actually belongs in this function. It gets what? 2. So when does the answer 2 come out? For x is between what and what?
-3, -2.
Yeah, from -3 to -2, you're going to get an answer of 2. So from -3 to -2. Again, why is it open on -2?
It's not equal to.
Not equal to. It doesn't belong in this function. -2 actually belongs in this function where you get 3. And 3 comes out between.
-2, -1.
Yep. Now, are you noticing on the left side you have a solid dot, on the right side you have an open dot?
Yeah.
Okay, now listen. When you look at your problem, you see all these equal signs? They're on the left side. Your left side of your segment will be closed. No equal signs. The right side will be what?
Open.
Open. Okay. When do you get 4 for an answer? When you plug in -1 to what?
0.
Don't worry about the negative. I don't know why it's there. Just 0. -1 to 0, you get
It's not there for ours.
4. Okay? And now you're done. It is a what?
That's correct.
A step. An
It's an
escalator?
escalator.
No, it's not an escalator. Okay. It's a step function. Okay, now, here's my question. Do you know why it's a step function, right? Before you graph on the test.
Yeah,
Why?
because there's 2 things on either side of the x. 2 inequalities.
Oh, you're looking at the domain? Is that what you're looking at?
That's
Okay.
what the function tells us.
Not necessarily. That's not in this. I know what you're saying, but not necessarily. What did you say, Adrian?
Because that's what the function tells us.
How do you know the function tells you steps? What?
Because the values on the left-hand side of the function.
Well,
Do you mean these?
Yeah, it'll always
Okay. What about them?
like when you did it like the other day, like oh, it's always gonna be horizontal no matter what you put it. Like we did it on the whole yesterday.
Okay. How do you know these are horizontal? Can I just ask?
because
Lucky guess. No, that's
there's
not
no
good.
x.
Huh?
There's no x with
There's
it.
no x. Okay.
So is
Annalise, you with me?
Yeah, I was asking a question.
Okay. Here's the deal. You guys, if you don't see an x, like 1x or 2x or 3x, or if you don't see an x, you have flat lines. These are all flat horizontal lines. You should know when there's no x's in your function, you have flat, 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 flat. You have a step function. This is a dead giveaway when you see the test on Friday. Just numbers, step function. Okay? That's it. That's how you're supposed to know. So when you see functions like this, 4x minus 2, and then you see f of x equals that, you're thinking what?
It's a line.
What kind of line?
No. Right, diagonal.
Diagonal, these are if you have slope and you have y-intercept, you have diagonal lines. Because slope will go up and over, up and over. It will go like this, okay? All right. You don't have it. Get out of here, Rose. Okay. Anyways, that's a step function. Okay, go to the next problem, read it. Your job is to write a step function. Write it. Read the story. It's right here. Example 5. Shipping costs $6 on purchases up to what? $50. So you go on the internet, you order shoes, you order whatever, pair of pants, whatever you want. Like, if you spend up to $50, you have to pay shipping costs of $6. But it says $8 on purchases over $50 and
Up to 100.
up to $100. Okay, and a $10 price if you're going to purchase over $100, but up to what?
200.
200. So this problem says write a piecewise function for what?
These charges.
Okay, the charges. So you want a function for the charges? So I'm going to use C for what's my charge at what? Your cost, your shipping cost will be determined by what?
How much you spend?
How much you spend, exactly. You know what I'm going to use for a letter though?
S.
I don't like S because S looks like 5.
Uh,
Instead of spending, can I say how much I purchase? Right? I'm going to use P. S looks like a 5, that's why I don't use S's. I very seldomly use S. Okay, C of P. What's my cost when I purchase this much? Well, it's a step function, right? Okay, you tell me the 3 answers that could come up. 6, 7, and 8?
Oh, 10.
I think it's 6
Yeah.
or 8 or 10. So here's your function, 6, 8, or 10. Comma, comma, comma. There. Right now, do you know that it is a step function?
Yes.
Because it doesn't have what? It doesn't have an X. It's a step function. When will you get charged $6?
When you pay in between $0 and $50.
Exactly. Up to 50, it says right there. So you would say from 0 to 50, if my purchase is greater than 0 but less than 50. Is there an equal sign that belongs somewhere?
Yeah, on
50.
this one,
On the 50 or the 0?
50.
On the 50. And you should know it's 50 because it says $6 on purchases up to 50. You got to pay $6. Would you put one on 0?
No.
You're not going to go buy $0 worth of merchandise and get charged $6. It just doesn't work that way. So no. When will you get charged 8? For what? From what to what?
51.
No,
Did you say 51?
50 to 100.
But how about $50.25?
It's gotta
Okay,
be-
$50.01.
well,
Yes.
I
But I wouldn't say that.
If you just put, if you
why
put
don't you,
greater than
why don't
equals
you just take,
Yeah, why
I'm
don't you
trying
just
to-
put greater than 50 instead of,
Can we just do? Oh, you know what? I put the equal sign and I didn't mean to. Sorry.
because that way,
Because 50 belongs with which one?
the 6.
The 6. Okay. So, Annalise, you can use 50 and 50 twice. Once 50 counts, this much, and
Oh,
once 50 doesn't count.
I know.
Okay. $10 when you spend what?
between 100 and 200.
Okay. So, okay, the question is, what about the 100?
just greater.
Plus
Yeah.
the-
You want, but do you want the equal sign?
No,
No. When you purchase anything greater than 100 and less than 200 or equal to 200, you'll pay $10. Again, there it is. That's it. Okay, next question. What's the domain? And then what's the range? Well, the domain is usually the x values and the range is the y values, but you don't have x's and y's. Which one up here usually is x? F of x. Oh, C of P. P is the x value. So what are the purchases we're talking about in this problem? From what to what?
0 to 50, 50 to 100.
0 to 200, exactly. So the domain would be any purchase less than or equal to 200 or greater than 0, right? I mean, they're just asking you, what about this problem? What kind of purchases are we talking about? From 0 to 200. What would be the range? That would be the y values, the answers. 6, 8, 10. Done. Done. That's easy. If it's just a number, then write it down 3 times. 6, 8, 10. This one, different. This one's different. This is a range from 0 to 200. You have to use greater than, less than symbols, okay? All right, next up. Go graph it. And to graph it, you got to understand, did you see any did you see any negative numbers?
No.
6, 8, 10, here to here? No negatives. So you know what I do? When I talk about the x-axis,
Go to the bottom corners.
go to the bottom left corner, call that 0, 0. You only are dealing with positive numbers. So here's what I would do. Call that 0, 0. That way, you have 20 squares going right, 20 squares going up. Let's label the x-axis, let's label the y-axis. What did the y-axis stand for? Now the y-axis is your range, That's your shipping cost, right? So your shipping cost is up to 8 or 10? 10. Okay, I can go by ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But I think my 3 answers were basically these 3, right? Okay. What would the x-axis stand for?
The range or the domain.
Yeah, it's the domain. You're right, but I need to know what. Give me words.
You need 0 up to 2.
No, I know the numbers. I need the words. So what? These are just numbers on the x-axis, but what do they stand for? Purchase price. There you go. Basically, the x-axis stands for whatever you purchased, the price, right? Purchase price. Now, you have 20 squares and you got to get how high? 200. I think you guys can go by what? Tens? Okay. I think you're going to make it if you go by tens. Okay. That's 200. I know I did that kind of sloppy. All right. To graph this, I should hope it makes sense. You know you're going to get charged $6 right here for what purchase price? For what purchase price do you get charged $6?
Anything over 50.
Okay, but from what to what?
0 to 0.
0 to 50. So right here, 0 to 50, that's your cost. Now, which side has an open and which side has the closed?
Right, so it has opens on the left.
Opens on the left, closes on the right. Would you agree $50 will charge? They're going to charge you $6, right? If you are not going to spend $0 and get charged $6, it doesn't work. Okay, when will you be charged $8? From what to what?
50 to 100.
50 to 100. Okay, from here to here. Right here. Okay, now you tell me which one's open, which one's closed. Left is open. Right is closed. Good. When do you get charged $10 from what to what? 100 to 200, about. Okay. 100 belongs with this one, not this one. 200, does it belong with the $10? Did it have an equal sign with the 200? Yeah, it's closed. There you go. Good? That's what all it is, right? And you know what? I hope it kind of makes sense to you. If I purchase this price, I get charged $10. $10, $10, $10. So it creates this nice flat line. Yes, sir.
Will we graph a lot of these on the test?
Can you what now?
Will we graph a lot of these on the test?
Just one. Just one. This, hey, you should be thinking, this is easy. This is not that bad. You guys are making, if you think this is hard, then maybe I didn't explain it well enough. Okay, here you go, look, see this?
Double-sided.
Okay, your assignment. Your assignment has a green sheet of paper on it, it's blank. Tear it off, put it in that pile, that's scratch paper for you later when I hand it out, so I want the green sheet, okay? Here's your assignment, do number 1, and I'll do number 1 with you in about, I'll be 2-3 minutes behind you.
Well, blood.
You're 6 months.
It's liquid.
Thank you. I don't know what you do with that exactly. That's my mug up here. No.
Okay, homework's out. I'd like to see you get number 1 done. And I'll trail you by 1 minute. Get going.